Hello everyone, Brad Johnson here. In this video I'm going to be bringing Adronis through as he's going to be talking about the prelude to disclosure through exoplanets. And so today, of this date, July 23rd, 2015, NASA gave a very large announcement today relating to what they could call an Earth 2.0. This has really created a lot of excitement across the internet. And as I looked at this, I said, oh my god, this is it. This is one of the baby steps to moving into a much more expansive disclosure. So I'm going to bring Adronis in and he's going to talk a little bit more about where we can see this headed and what may be coming next down the pipe, so to speak, as it comes to disclosure on an extraterrestrial/cosmic level. So I'll go ahead now and align my energies to Adronis and he'll come through and he'll talk more on this discussion. Here we go. We are here at this time, and we bid you greetings, and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all who are tuning in to this particular broadcast being brought forward through your internet collective consciousness. We have been asked by the conduit to share our insight pertaining to the event that has taken place upon your planet, relating to the idea of your exoplanets. Yes, this is indeed a very, very exciting form that has taken place upon your world. Now, for many of you that are often used to our communications, we understand that some of you may be thinking, well, Adronis, this really isn't that big of a deal. We already understand that there are many other different civilizations that exist. There are Syrians, there are Pleiadians, there are Lyrans, there are Andromedans, there are hybrid races, etc. Why is this such a big deal? Well, the whole idea, again, is that in the majority scope, many of you who are actually in that sense communicating and in that sense also interacting through these ways are very minuscule as it comes together with your collective consciousness. Through this particular ordeal that has taken place relating to the announcement of this quote-unquote Earth version 2, this has generated a very strong response to much of the majority of your collective. Now, in regards to this particular announcement, this is where many people are indeed excited. They realize, oh my goodness, perhaps we aren't alone in the universe. And again, this is what is appealing to those particular type of trends that are representing individuals who have felt that for so long, through the idea of atheism, through the idea of religious fundamentalism, etc., that there could never really be something that could be concrete that is telling us, oh my goodness, something truly tangible, something truly practical, something truly in regards to the corroboration of data has actually brought itself together into our physical reality, and now we're seeing it come together through the officiating of such an agency as NASA. So, this is really where a lot of the excitement is, and we understand that many of you are watching this and saying, yes, yes, we understand, but that's really nothing compared to where we are, and we get that. So the whole idea here is that, will something like this that may represent a baby step continue? Yes. Now, Adronis, will it be that other extraterrestrial beings, perhaps human or humanoid in that way, will start to come across next? No. Basically, what is going to come together in regards to official capacity would be the idea between your time of now and late 2017, between now and late 2017, that the next step relating to what you would refer to as this official level of disclosure will move into the exoplanetary focus. So the idea in regards to where every single person upon your planet that realizes that they are not alone in the universe will come through the idea of the exoplanetary agenda. What this basically means is that the next step in this approach will come together either twofold. One, the confirmation of microbial life upon an exoplanetary sphere. And or two, that of a discovery relating to the flora and fauna, plant life, upon an exoplanetary sphere. These would be one or two of the next criteria that would represent the rung of the ladder as it relates to disclosure. Now again, we may hear, oh, Adronis, come on, let's not worry about microbes. Let's not concern ourselves about a tree or a shrub that we see on another planet. What about human extraterrestrial life? What about humanoid extraterrestrial life? What about non-humanoid extraterrestrial life? That will eventually come. Understand, please, in regards to your collective consciousness, to be able to have your collective consciousness exposed to a very, what would be considered, grand scope of extraterrestrial disclosure that relates to other human, humanoid, or non-humanoid sentient existence would be very much the equal capacity of believing that a small infant could eat a prime rib steak. And that is basically not where we are looking to take this particular disclosure at this time. We understand that many of you are longing for that particular type of disclosure to take place, that there will be something happening in regards to some type of press conference, in regards to something happening, that extraterrestrial human beings will be revealed right around the corner very, very quickly. No, they will not. This is not happening yet. Again, you must climb the rungs of the ladder. This will start firstly through the introduction to an exoplanetary sphere, the introduction to microbial life upon an exoplanetary sphere, the introduction to flora and fauna, nature, plants, upon an extraterrestrial exoplanetary sphere. That is where you're headed. Once those have happened, then this will again generate a snowball effect. This will then lead into the aspect that may bring forward somewhat quickly the idea of extraterrestrial human, humanoid, and non-human existence. The idea of, in that sense, being able to bring forward certain forms of cover-ups that have been happening for a great deal of time. So that will be happening around the corner. Now, Adronis, when? Is there a date that you can give us? We have no exact date to give you. But what we can say is between now and late 2017 that the next phase pertaining to microbial life, plant life on an exoplanetary sphere will happen around that time, most likely. So again, around that time, this is where, to many people who do not follow these transmissions, who do not follow these broadcasts, who do not understand channeling, who do not understand the communication with other consciousnesses through a vessel such as this, that this particular type of information will be earth-shattering to them. So even though some people may feel this is not a big deal, I've had communications with Greys, I've had communications with Pleiadians, I've had communications with Andromedans, with Sirians, with Lyrans, etc., 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 with blue avians, with hybrid beings, etc. That's not what's being shared here. Is that this is basically, in regards to the trend of your current collective consciousness, a very big deal. And so that is going to continue to develop one baby step at a time, one rung of the ladder at a time. Well, Adronis, how about the idea of, again, humanoid extraterrestrial first contact? Will this start to happen very soon? Yes, it will, but not right away. It is not imminent. And so we would say that most likely, in regards to hints of that particular form of contact to take place, would most likely happen between the ranges of 2018 to 2023. So around that particular period, you may have peaks. You may have certain forms of interventions or introductions pertaining to those particular type of phenomena. Now, you will be discovering a lot more sightings, a lot more celestial events and phenomena that will be taking place throughout the remainder of this year, throughout the remainder of 2016, throughout the remainder of 2017. There will continue to be these celestial events, this phenomena, these sightings that will take place to again get people to, shall we say, clue in. We cannot deviate in regards to where the delicacy of your collective consciousness currently stands. It is basically being able to measure the scope on a high populace percentage level in regards to being able to appropriately, accordingly, adjust the level of disclosure to take place that is in equal capacity pertaining to the collective consciousness. Equivalent Exchange 101. And so that is basically what is going to start taking place here throughout the years to come. So again, this is a very large announcement pertaining to exoplanetary discovery and moving more so up the ladder in that particular way, in that particular form. Now, many of you feel that because there are a lot of, shall we say, grassroots initiatives to bring about the idea of the extraterrestrial presence, that this will indeed happen based upon, shall we say, public domain voting or public domain petitioning. No, it won't. The only way that that is actually ever going to happen in regards to a greater state of acceleration are when the people that have sat upon their illusionary thrones are taken off of those thrones, and other particular people are put in place that are more in complement relating to having that idea of quote-unquote authority to actually bring about this information. Now, that is starting to happen right now, but understand that there is a very large tug of war, not by two opposing sides, but by many sides, all opposing each other. And basically there are, shall we say, certain forms of skirmishes taking place in regards to political arenas, in regards to monetary arenas, in regards to sociological arenas, in regards to celestial arenas, in regards to the disclosure arena itself that is attempting to create some type of solidification. Many people want disclosure on a vast level to take place. Many people want to keep it bottled up because they still want to maintain an empire. So again, this must still move forward as equivalent exchanges allow, pertaining to the collective energetic based upon your world as it continues to proceed through the trending energies of the collective consciousness as it is together here and now. So as that continues to blossom, and again it is very much similar to watching a flower starting to bud, starting to sprout. It's going to take some time before it blossoms, but it is inevitable that it will blossom. So again, within this span, way before, shall we say, the 10-year mark, approximately within 8 years, around that time, you will definitely have much more of an introduction, hinting at least in regards to the development of disclosure that relates to humanoid extraterrestrial life. That will be coming. But this must be done gingerly, this must be done effectively, and this must be done in a modesty to allow this particular energy to continue to bring itself together, to continue to grow, and to allow that flower to eventually blossom. Now, this is not discluding anybody here that is listening to this particular broadcast relating to their own personal experiences. Many of you will have personalized connections with extraterrestrial beings. Many of you will be part of groups that will have some type of communication with certain forms of groups of extraterrestrial life. That will still continue to happen, and in fact that will still continue to grow. What we are talking about here is the idea of official channels, as you understand official channels to be, relating to the idea that there are certain forms of space agencies that will be the ones that will hold the key, as it were, to turn the lock and being able to open the safe door. NASA will be one of your particular forms of disclosure agents. The idea of European space agencies will be part of your next level of disclosure informants that will corroborate together in regards to appropriate governmental associations that will then allow in bits and pieces this particular type of information of disclosure to come about. But now that this first phase pertaining to the idea of ideal official disclosure has taken place, it will be a snowball effect leading into microbial and plant life disclosure upon an exoplanetary sphere. If you want the official channel to happen, look into the exoplanets. This is where it will happen in regards to official disclosure that will snowball into much more of a greater capacity. We thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to you all. Thank you again, farewell for this timing, and we now return to the conduit who will speak to you again, as now is forever, and all is one. Goodbye. Alright, thank you very much everybody for watching, and I know, I would love to see disclosure coming together on a very large level as well too, but again, it's really good news that we're starting to see this unfold, and it's only a matter of time that more of it is going to unfold as well too. So look towards that 2015, 2017. We have some really great surprises happening, even though we've had some great intensity in this year as well, which I guess is a bit of an understatement. Thank you so much. Any questions relating to this video, info@consciousmatrix.com. Feel free to check out realitywhisperer.com. Thank you again for watching. Take care. Namaste. And may it be well with you. Goodbye.